What's going on, YouTube? I appreciate you for tuning in today. What we're going to be discussing about is the history of beat switching in hip-hop. As someone who's been an avid hip-hop fan, you notice trends or things that happen with music. One person does it, then another person does it. But for people that don't know what beat switching is, that's when you have two or more beats on a song and it has a seamless transition. It makes the song better. And what I want to provide for you guys is the history of beat switching. When did it first really kind of take off? Who were the first people to use it? Who were the first people to really be successful with it? Then I also want to just share some of my favorite songs with beat switches, and I want you in the comment section to talk about some of your favorite songs that were beat switches in hip hop. And before I dig deeper into this video, I do want to talk about today's sponsor, No Idol Apparel. 100% black owned. They have so much variety, so much tradition. So check them out. You might find something you love. You might find something you want to try out. But either way, support them. You do know of beat switching when it comes to rock, country, or any other type of genre, and you want to leave that in the comment section, and maybe that happened before this, let me know. I love to learn, but I'm here to educate as it pertains to hip-hop. This video may not be monetized. Please leave a like and comment and subscribe if you do enjoy and appreciate this, because I may not be making anything off this video, but I want to give an extensive history where you actually listen to it, hear it, understand what was happening then versus what is happening now. The first instance that I really saw of it was Stevie Wonder in 1972. Stevie Wonder was doing a cover. The cover was Close to You by the Carpenters, and then it was Never Can Say Goodbye by the Jackson 5. Two completely different bands. So let me show you guys this beat switch. And that is why never can say goodbye. I don't know if you really want to call this the first beat switch, technically, because it wasn't his own songs and he didn't think about doing it as a song. As far as influential and weighing heavy on R&B and hip-hop, this was really the first instance. So now the next important instance, going into the DJ era. Now DJs were really getting prevalent in the 70s. I just want to talk about the adventures of Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel. This is what I would say would lead into the Babytrons of the days. Let me just show you guys what Grandmaster Flash was about real quick. This was the equivalent of continuously having a different beat and changing it throughout the song and showing his DJ skills. Now, were there lyrics on this song? There wasn't. Who was the first to really go into the studio, think of it on their own, and have lyrics with it as well? First instance that I saw were the Beastie Boys in 1986. The single was called The New Style. Let me just show you the switch real quick so you can understand the evolution of where we're starting and where we're going.
Rolled up the woolly and I watched Columbo. Let me clear my throat. Kick it over here, baby pop, and let all the fly skimmers feel the beat. Drop. Cooling on the corner on a hot summer's day. Just me and my posse and MCA.
It's very iconic. This is just a song in general that's been sampled so many times by so many different artists, different genres. Beastie Boys were kind of ahead of their time. They're legends, and if you don't know they're legends, then check them out. Then the next transition, and the one where I'm starting to see we're getting closer to how they do the transitions of today. I saw it on Eazy-E, Easy Does It, that was released November 23rd, 1988. Eazy-E, I love me some Eazy-E, so I already knew about Easy Does It. I've checked out all of Eazy-E's discography. Let me play the sample for you.
Because I'm a gangster having fun, never leave the pad without packing a gun. Hitting hard as fuck, I make you ask what was it. Boy, you should have known by now. Easy does it. Easy does it. Wait a minute. Who does it? Motherfucking Easy does it.
But how does he do it?
Easy does it, do it easy. That's what I'm doing.
Man, what you gonna do now?
Now I'ma break it down just to tell a little story straight out the box from the gangster category.
The epitome of what a beat switch is. He had one beat, he rapped on that, then they switched it up and he rapped on another one. Perfect thing with a beat switch to me is when it becomes a cohesive song and it makes the song better. There are some beat switches where I enjoyed one part of the song but I didn't enjoy the other. Now the next component, and this one has beef and a little more things tied to it, it was Ice Cube jacking for beats. On this track, Ice Cube rapped on 14 different beats. I'm gonna show you one of the first few transitions and everything.
With the LENCHMOB, keep on and that's JD, and here's how we'll greet ya. Stop, fool, come on, that beat ya. Feel dumb cause you're caught in the dark. You little nuttin' ass mark. Raise up, cause you can't have it back. You say, I ain't never got death like that. Off the end of the gadget, choke dogs in the house. What up, low? Nothing but a come up. Give me that bass and don't try to run up, cause you'll get banked some sweet Ice Cube and a lynch mob. It's jacking for
Ice Cube walked on this song so Babytron could flow in the future. He was rapping over 14 different beats. What's been rumored with this track is these were beats that NWA were gonna use potentially on their next album. And Ice Cube also, I'm the leader of this shit. That's when I left. I'm gonna take this shit, post it on my own. He didn't drop this song on America's Most Wanted. He dropped it on the EP that came out a few months later. That EP was called Kill at Will. So after Ice Cube in the 90s, you started to see it more. A lot of the rappers that I saw were doing it were Pete Rock and CL Smooth. I also saw Redman do it, and these both came out around 1992. For Pete Rock and CL Smooth, the song I was talking about was For Pete's Sakes and The Basement. For Redman, it was A Day of Superman Lover. Those songs necessarily didn't become mainstream successes. That's why beat switching didn't completely have its full popularity. But beat switching was clearly prevalent in hip hop, and if you were a true hip hop head, you would know about it. Now I want to talk about my first time really hearing a beat switch in general and actually loving it and enjoying it. For me, it was all about the Benjamins, and that's, if you don't know that song, that's with Puff Daddy, Bad Boy. What you wanna do? You wanna be ballers, shot call, you know that song. They had a little transition in that. I'm gonna play it for you, of course.
Stash the 80s in Mercedes. Puffy, hold me down, baby. Only female in my crew. And I kick shit like a nigga do. Pull the trigger too, fuck you.
I been had skills, Cristal still, hot bills in Brazil. About a mill of ice grill, make it hard to figure me. Liquor be kicking me in my asshole. Undercover, Donnie Brasco.
Now I want to talk about the first time I heard a beat switch, and I liked one beat way more than I liked the other. And this is coming from one of my favorite artists of all time, Jay-Z. Jay-Z has two beat switches for me. One that I enjoyed, and that was the Intro a Million one. Keep in mind I was younger, so my time and reality perception is not perfect. I do remember A Million One Questions and Rhyme No More. That was a beat switch that I thoroughly enjoyed and thought it was good. The one where Jay-Z did a beat switch where I was not a fan. This is Come and Get Me. Like, when Jay was on the first part of the song, it goes so hard when they do the beat switch. Like, the song cool, but I usually end up skipping it. I didn't like the second part as much as I did the first part. The song, I just felt like it just started way harder. The beat switch, it wasn't for me. It wasn't the best beat switch. I tend to just listen to the first part of the song, then I more so do the full song. And that's not fair justice, but that lets you know that you can't just always do beat switches. Doesn't mean it's gonna be perfect. Not all of them are gonna hit or be great. So after All About the Benjamins, and then someone as big as Jay-Z starting to do it, to set the groundwork for the 2000s. Then you guys know what happened in 2000s. Eventually hip hop started to shift. Then we went from boom bap, gangster rap, to backpack rap, to auto-tune, and then rap has just had so many genres and things ever since. The 80s and 90s, they had a little bit of the groundwork. Then in the 2000s, the most mainstream song that I remember having it was Justin Timberlake, and it was produced by Timbaland. What goes around comes around. And it more so happened at the end of the song. I feel like radio stations kind of just never played that part and just skipped it, but it was there. Now in the comments section, you guys let me know, did I potentially miss any groundbreaking beat switches that should have been included in this video? Did I drop the ball somewhere? I tried to do extensive research. Kanye does beat switches all the time. Frank Ocean does. Travis Scott, who's heavily influenced by Kanye, does it. Kendrick Lamar does it all the time as well. Drake does it. It's become so much more prevalent in hip hop that everybody does it, and it just means if you're good at it or not, Remember, I said Baby Tron be rapping on 20 different beats, so it's all changed. You guys let me know in the comment section what are some of your favorite beat switches, because I'm about to share you some of my favorite ones. So some of my favorite songs that contain beat switches is 90210 by Travis Scott, Nights by Frank Ocean, Pyramids by Frank Ocean. Of course, we got Sicko Mode with Travis Scott and Drake, 0 to 100 with Drake. I even like Life is Good, Oh My, This Side, Travis Scott featuring Quavo, Kendrick Lamar with DNA, Drake with Tuscan Leather, Kanye West with New Slaves, Jay-Z and Kanye West with Murder to Excellence, Kendrick Lamar featuring MC8 with Mad City. Beat switching is just dope to me when you could really have two beats in one song and it all goes well and it's cohesive and fluent. Why wouldn't you want to listen to that? But as you know of Chris Cadence, I'm going to give you guys hip-hop content whenever it's there. I'm also going to give you guys pop culture content whenever it's there. So I make sure to subscribe, turn on the notification bell for all my videos so you can like and participate in the comment section. This Chris Cadence, I'm out this motherfucker.